Hello, hello, hello. I baby say hello. Hello, everyone.
Hi everybody. Welcome to Vinci School iBaby Yoga Lessons. This is week 8 of the second series, so this is the 6 weeks to 6 months. So your baby should be around 13 weeks old right now. So hopefully you're getting lots and lots of smiles and a routine has started to emerge of some kind. You're starting to understand your baby's cues and what they want and when. It's quite a fun stage. So we'll start our centering. Let's bring baby in front of you and we'll let baby follow the scarf with their eyes for a little bit here while we start to work with our breath. So coming from one side to the other side. Nice and slow, following your breath. Nice and slow so baby has the opportunity to pick up the scarf with his or her gaze. And next time we'll stay. And you can reach all the way over towards your left foot. Let's inhale to come all the way up. We'll switch hands. And again, rocking side to side. Taking the scarf over baby's face so baby can watch it go back and forth. And next time we land on the right side, we'll stay. Reach left hand towards your foot. Close your eyes and we'll take a few really deep breaths here, lengthening through the left side of the body with each inhale. And coming back through center, we'll cross the legs. Inhale to take both arms up, and exhale to take right arm under left. Double wrap your arms if possible. If that doesn't work for you, you can either take backs of the hands together or grab opposite shoulders. Close your eyes and sit tall. Inhale to reach elbows up. Exhale to press elbows down. And as we breathe through these positions, imagine your shoulder blades pulling apart across your back. So you should feel a very nice stretch across your upper back. Good. One more. Nice big inhale. And exhale to release. And close your eyes and breathe for a moment before we go to the other side. And as you breathe, start to really clear the mind. So you're letting go of anything that you don't need right now. So all we're thinking of is breath and body and baby. So inhale to take both arms up. Exhale this time, dropping left arm underneath right. Double wrap if possible. Remember your options if that doesn't work for your shoulders. Inhale to reach up and exhale to pull down. Close your eyes and move at your breath pace. Feel your shoulder blades pulling apart across your upper back. And enjoy that nice opening. Last time, inhale to reach up. Exhale to release. Take hands to your lap. Take a few breaths here. And then moving through to hands and knees. Begin a few cats and cows. Inhale to look up and arch. Exhale to round. And last time, and we'll sink hips back towards heels. Clasp hands behind your back. Inhale to reach arms up towards the sky, and exhale to soften. Good, last deep breath in. And exhale, bring hands down by your heels. One last inhale. Exhale to soften. And inhale, pressing all the way up. And we'll get ready for our first baby skill of the day. Okay, ladies, we're going to take some time to work with our babies. We're going to work on their core strength today. So lay baby out in front of you and then find something that they really want to play with all the time. I have my keys because that was always my baby's favorite thing to play with. I'm just going to bring the keys in front of baby's face, get her attention, and then she should start to reach for the keys. And what we're doing here is encouraging them to lift their head off the floor and start to reach their bodies towards the keys. So just like us when we're doing our, crunches, sit-ups, exactly the same movements. And they need this core strength for their next big skills, which is rolling over as well as sitting up. So just encouraging them here to keep reaching for whatever object they are interested in. And maybe take it over to one side and have them reaching for the keys on one side. Good, and then taking it through to the other side. Now, whenever we're working on these skills, if there's another skill your baby would prefer to work on, sometimes they will take over and decide what they're going to do, and that's totally okay. And remember, with all of the milestones or all of the skills that we do work on, that babies all do things at their own paces, right? They do things when they're ready and not necessarily on the schedule we think they should be on. So never worry or be stressed if they're not doing something that we're doing on the video. So you can continue to work on baby sit-ups right now, or maybe if baby's really into rolling these days, you can get their attention and put the object far away from them and encourage them to roll towards the object. They may need a little help here. And a great way to practice tummy time is to have something they're interested in front of them. Just prop their hands underneath them to help so that they can push themselves up a little bit. And this is all really good for their head and neck control as well. And then if we move this over to the side, baby may decide to roll back towards it. And anything you do on one side, try to make sure you do on the other side as well. Encouraging baby to move as much as they can here. And whenever possible, give them a minute or two to try to roll all the way over. And then if they need just a little bit of help, give them a little bit of help. Hopefully by now, babies are happy playing on their stomachs for short periods of time. So leave them there as long as they're happy. The way they lift their heads here, it's amazing the work that it does to train all of the muscles along their back and the back of their neck. All muscles that they need for sitting and for walking and crawling. And of course, if baby's had enough, another great option would be to sit them up and give them some support, and then allow them to hold what they've been working so hard to get. Now, babies will do all of these skills on their own anyways, so even if you don't practice this every day, they will definitely develop all of the muscles that they need to sit up and roll over and walk. And it's pretty neat to watch because you can see every time they need to start working on a new muscle group, they just start doing exercises to train those muscles. So lots of baby sit-ups these days, as often as you can. Great job, everybody. It's time to work on some strength skills for mom. Okay, mums, it's time to work your upper bodies. So let's come standing at the front of your mat. So big toes together, heels slightly apart. Tuck your tail underneath you and lift your heart. Bring hands into heart prayer. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands on your mat and step your feet back into plank. Inhale to shine heart forward, and exhale from knees or from toes, drop to your belly. Inhale for baby cobra. Exhale. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale. Last time. Inhale, baby cobra. As you exhale, hands come below shoulders. We press up through table, curl toes under, and exhale to downward facing dog. Press into all of your fingers and lift your sitting bones up towards the sky. Roll your shoulders, your armpits down so that they're facing towards the floor, not out to the sides. And think about finding the natural curve of your lower back. Lift onto your toes, bend your knees, look forward, and walk or step to the front of your mat. Inhale up halfway, and exhale to fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, and exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale to reach, and exhale to dive. Inhale up halfway, exhale, hands on your mat, and step your feet back into plank. Inhale, heart forward, exhale, lower to 1 inch off the floor or to the floor. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale to downward facing dog. Lift onto toes, bend knees, look forward, walk or step or hop to the front of your space. Inhale up halfway, exhale to fold. Inhale, reach hands up, and exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale up, Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Option to hop back into chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to take right leg all the way up. And exhale, open your knee. Reach that right knee towards the ceiling. Inhale to square and straighten. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. Inhale, take it back. And exhale, bring it across. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, bring it across. One more time. Inhale, reach up and back. And exhale, take it across. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift onto toes, bend knees. Hop or step to the front of your space. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands on your mat. Walk or hop back into plank. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take left leg up and back. Exhale, open that knee. Reach your knee towards the ceiling. Inhale to square and straighten. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Inhale up. Exhale, cross. Inhale up. Exhale, cross. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale to cross. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift onto your toes, bend your knees, walk or hop to a seated position. So we're coming to a reverse plank now. So this is working through our upper backs. So we'll take 2 rounds. The first round I'll show you will leave our knees bent, so it's a little gentler. Hands pointing towards your hips. Inhale, lift heart and hips as high as you can. So you're really trying to press up through chest, up through hips, and breathe. I like this exercise because it gives you a nice stretch through your shoulders. As well, it's great for strengthening the arms. Let's inhale to press hips up a little further, and exhale to release down. We'll take a short break, and then we'll repeat. This time you have the option of leaving your knees bent or leaving your legs straight if you would like to make it a little more challenging. So again, hands point towards hips. Legs are extended out in front of you. And inhale, press everything up. Do your best to keep your feet together. Squeeze your feet together as you press your hips higher, press your heart higher. Find a deep breath here. Every inhale, you lift a little more. We'll take one more deep breath in and exhale to release down. Wonderful job, ladies. We'll set up for our lower body workout next. All right, ladies, it's time for us to work our legs. So we'll start in a wide-legged position here, coming into goddess pose. So toes are going to turn out, and we'll lift our hearts as we sink our hips down. Let's take hands to heart. Drop a little lower, lift your chest. So we're thinking about really lengthening through the spine. So you're reaching your tailbone towards the floor and then lifting up through crown of head. Belly button into your spine. And breathe deeply here. Imagine a wall behind you and imagine pressing your hips and shoulders back into that wall. We'll start a little pulse here. press your weight into your heels and think about pressing your knees open as we pulse. Now this should feel quite sensational through the thighs. Let's go for about another 10 and then we'll make it a little more interesting. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take right heel off the floor and pulse again. That's right. Chest up, shoulders down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming through the other side. Find that nice pulse. Remember that imaginary wall behind you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both heels down, both heels up, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down. Inhale to reach everything up. And then exhale, take both hands behind your back, turn your toes in, and fold forward. Release your hands, take hands to your hips. Inhale to come up halfway. Exhale. And inhale, come the rest of the way up. Great job. Let's turn to face the left leg. And we'll square both hips off. So our options for our arms will be to take prayer behind your back. You can either do it with fingers pointing down or fingers pointing up. I don't think I can show you because my mic's in the way. Oh, there we go. And if that doesn't work for you, then you can grab onto opposite elbows. Okay, so find a comfortable position for your arms. Inhale to lift chest, draw left hip back, and then fold forward. Relax your head, let your head fall towards your ankle. Continue to pull that left hip back and right hip forward as you reach the crown of your head towards your big toes. Breathe deeply here and use every inhale to lengthen your spine and every exhale to soften into the stretch. So this is an amazing stretch for the hamstrings. And of course, when hamstrings are tight, they can make your lower back pretty sore. This is a very important stretch for all of us to do regularly. We'll take hands to hips. Inhale to come all the way up. And then we'll turn to face the other direction. So same options for your hands here. You can grab opposite elbows or try to come into prayer pose. Inhale to lift your heart. And exhale, fold forward as you draw that right hip back. So every inhale, pull your right hip back a little more and reach out through the crown of your head a little more. And every exhale, soften into the stretch. So especially if you're someone who has a tendency towards lower back pain, it's a really great idea to do this stretch as often as you can. Good. Last big inhale. Exhale to soften, bring hands to hips. Inhale to come all the way up. Let's turn towards the other direction. And now bring hands to heart. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, bend into front knee and lift your back heel off the floor. So we're coming towards a warrior 3 here. So we're looking for a nice straight line from crown of head out through back heel. Drop shoulders down and back and away from your ears. Continue to breathe deeply as you lengthen your body in position. We'll take one more deep breath in. And exhale, land softly. We'll take that on the other side. So begin with the hips squared off. Hands come to heart. Inhale, lift chest. And exhale, float your way to warrior three. So you're really reaching that left heel up, but also dropping the left hip down. So your hips can be nice and square. And of course, whenever you're doing a balancing pose, remember that it's very normal to tip over here and there, especially right after pregnancy. One more deep breath in, and exhale, coming down softly. Very nice job, everyone. All right, moms, it's time for a little bit of wall yoga. So this is one of the important parts of our practice that we'll do every class. And this is all about things that can help your body feel more comfortable. So we're going to work on opening up the chest a little bit today. So let's start on the left side. We'll take the left hand back, thumb pointing up and fingers pointing behind you. Keep a gentle bend in the elbow and twist away. This may be the most important stretch you can do for yourself every day, because everything we do brings us forward. This will help us open up. So enjoy this stretch. It's a nice time to look at your baby, talk to your baby, or if baby is happily entertained right now, you can close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Of course, most of these yoga poses you could also do holding a baby or wearing a baby. So anytime your baby needs tending, please don't be shy to involve her or him into whatever we're doing. One more nice deep breath in. And then we'll go on to the other side. So thumb up, fingers pointing back, and twist away. A gentle bend in that right arm. You really want to feel a deep stretch now across the front of the right shoulder. Long, deep breaths here. Imagine twisting away a little more with each exhale as you feel your body soften a little more into the stretch. One more nice deep inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Now we'll take both hands on the wall, separate feet, and bend body forward. So we're coming into a downward facing dog against the wall. And I love this stretch for the opening that you get behind the shoulders. So drop belly and chest down while lifting tailbone up. And you should feel a nice opening through the shoulders. This stretch also feels great on your kitchen counter. So resting your arms on the kitchen counter and then dropping your belly down in the same way. It's a great way of opening up the front of the body. Good. Walk yourself up. And we'll use baby for the next one. So coming right down to the ground. And start with baby snuggled up close to you on your chest. And then we'll be lying down, bringing our hips as close to the wall as we can. So ideally, you have your hips pressed right up against the wall here. And then rest baby facing down on your chest if baby is happy here. And tuck their arms kind of underneath their chest or underneath their face so they can practice starting to lift their head up. So supporting baby here. And you can either close your eyes and rest, or maybe take a hand behind your head so that you can engage with your baby. They might be interested in lifting up their head to look at you here. Now, if your hamstrings are really tight and this is uncomfortable for you, you can always tuck a pillow or a rolled up towel or a yoga block underneath your hips, and that will make it a little bit easier on you if you're tight. So when we bring feet over heart, it has some pretty amazing benefits for the body. And this is a great way of getting into an inversion without all of the work. And of course, tummy time is so important for the babies. And this is a great way of getting some benefits for mom and benefits for baby at the same time. See how deeply you can breathe. Breathe so deeply that your baby will rock up and down with each and every one of your breaths. And imagine how baby can recognize the feeling and the movement of your breath and the sound of your heartbeat while they lay on your chest. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale. And then very carefully make our way away from the wall. And next we'll be working on our core. Okay, ladies, it's time for some core work. So we'll come lying down on our backs. Remember that you can always leave baby practicing their tummy time while you're working your core, or you can bring baby along with you and rest them on your chest while you're lying on your back. Whatever you like. We're going to do some knee drops from side to side. I'm going to show 2 levels here. Remember with your cores that your abdominal muscles are still coming back together. So we do want to be very cautious when we're working your abdominals. We still don't need to be doing anything really, really challenging. We're more working on creating that awareness between your mind and your core. And once we have that reawakened, we'll be able to do a lot more with your abdominals. So level 1, we'll bring both knees together, crush your lower back into the floor, pull your belly button in, and do a Kegel. Inhale. Exhale, drop both knees towards one side. Now to come back to center, we'll pull belly button into spine and engage through the Kegel muscles. So you want to focus on just tightening your middle and let that be what brings your legs up rather than just using your legs to rock from side to side. So inhale, exhale, drop both knees to the other side. Again, engaging through the core muscles to come back up to center. So option to stay there, or if you'd like to make it more challenging, bring your feet off the floor. And then we drop to one side and come back through center. And drop to the other side and come back through center. And this is a great exercise as well because it gives you that nice spinal twist, so it's really nice for your lower back. And we're working through the deep core muscles as well as the obliques. Again, always belly button in and Kegel. Let that be what brings you up to center. Now continue to go from side to side here, following your own breath and making sure that each time you pull back up to center, you're using only your core muscles and not your leg muscles. Let's take that one more time on each side. Very nice job. We'll make our way now into table pose. So coming onto hands and knees. And moving into bird dog first. So we're extending right arm and left leg. Pull shoulders away from your ears. Reach out through fingers and toes. Pull belly button into spine. One more inhale. And exhale to lower. Inhale, taking that to the other side. And breathe in position here as we really stretch out through fingers and toes. Again, pulling belly button into spine. One more inhale and exhale to release. So we'll keep moving like that, following your breath. So it's inhale to lift, exhale in position. Inhale to stretch out more, and exhale to lower. So go ahead and close your eyes, follow your own breath. Always remembering to lengthen the spine and draw belly button in. Always pushing shoulders away from ears and doing your best to square off your hips. So don't let the hip that's lifting up come up. You want to keep that hip down so that your hips are square. We'll take that once more on each side. Good. Now curl your toes under and press into your hands. Spread your shoulder blades across your back like you're coming into a cat stretch. Now lift your knees off the floor and pull your belly button into your spine. Breathe deeply here as we really try to curl pubic bone forward and draw belly button in and up. Do a Kegel at the same time. One more inhale and exhale to release. So stretch that out into cow pose. And then curl back under and press up again. Again, we're really working on pulling pubic bone towards your ribs, pulling belly button to spine, and doing your Kegel. One more deep breath. And exhale, release down. And arch your back. Last time. Rounding forward, lift knees and pull pubic bone forward. Belly button comes to spine and engage through the Kegel muscles. Inhale, exhale, one more big breath in, and release. Let's sink your hips back to your heels and take a few breaths in child's pose. Nice job, ladies. Remember to take a few minutes every day to spend some time on your core. These muscles will come back to just as strong, if not stronger, than they were before your babies. But you have to take some time for it every day. Okay, ladies, you've done a great job today. It's time to come down onto our backs. So we'll start with both legs extended in front of you. Pull both knees to your chest. Give them a hug. Take a rock from side to side. You can separate your knees, come to a half happy baby pose, or reach for your feet and stack your ankles over top of your knees, coming to full happy baby. Close your eyes and breathe deeply as you imagine pressing your tailbone towards the floor, as well as the back of your neck towards the floor. See how much you can fill your belly with air with each inhale. And notice how much you can soften with each exhale. Release your feet, drawing both knees to your chest. And then extend the left leg as you draw right knee towards right shoulder. Relax neck and shoulders away from your ears and press the left heel down into the ground. Start to bring some movement through the right hip. So taking your knee out to one side and then to the other. Breathe deeply here as you massage the hip joint. Bend through left knee and place your left foot flat on the floor. Cross right ankle over left knee. Now we'll reach our right hand through the hole, left hand to the outside of the left leg. Take your hands behind the left hamstring and feel a nice stretch in the outer right hip. If you're more flexible, you may want to reach a little further, coming to the front of the right or the left shin. Flex through your right foot and intend your right knee away from you as you draw your left ankle or your right ankle closer. Breathe deeply. Take one more big inhale. Exhale to release the left foot back to the floor, but leave the right ankle crossed over. Take your hips a few inches to the right, and then let both knees drop to the left. Coming into a nice spinal twist. You can look towards your right palm and use your left hand to draw that right knee towards the floor. Close your eyes and breathe as deeply as you can through the right side of the body. Your next inhale, bring both knees to your chest and give them a hug. A little rock from side to side. And then we'll extend the right leg all the way out. Press right heel down into the floor. And draw that left knee towards your chest. Breathe deeply as you take the left knee from side to side, finding that nice massage through the hip joint. Draw that left knee back through center. Bend right knee, placing right foot on the floor. We cross left ankle over right knee. From here, we take the left hand through the hole and reach both hands to the back of the right thigh. If you're a little more flexible, you can reach all the way through, finding the front of the right shin bone. Flex the left foot and intend left knee away from you as you draw the right knee towards your right shoulder. Breathe deeply as you enjoy the nice opening through the outside of the left hip. One more big inhale. Leave ankle crossed over as you exhale, lower right foot to the floor. Take your hips over towards the left a few inches and then drop both knees to the right. Look towards your left palm and use right hand to draw the left knee towards the floor. Breathe deeply down the left side of the body. Enjoy the nice opening through your lower back. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Come all the way back onto your back. Hug your knees. And then when you feel ready, extend both legs out in front of you. Take your legs a little wider than hip mat distance apart. Hands palms up by your sides. Move your shoulder blades away from your ears and press the back of your neck towards the floor. It's time to let go and enjoy your rest. we'll begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers, and wiggle your toes, and move your head from side to side. Roll onto your right side into the fetal position. Use your bottom arm to support your head. And we'll press up into a comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for taking the time to do something wonderful for your body today. And I thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. And we'll finish with singing our goodbye song.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I baby say goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.